The flowers are starting to bloom on Microtech as we swing around for yet another springtime in Stanton. Now's your chance to stop and smell a few before we get down and dirty in the all-new update Star Citizen Alpha 3.13. Let's start out in a constellation because that's where we can get into one of the first iterations of a new feature that's set to make ship interactions involve a little less landing and a little more, penetration. That weird tail that's been hanging off your ship's butt for so long can finally be accessed and undocked so you can fly around like a real snub fighter. Assuming you don't have any strange desync happening, all you have to do to dock it back is line it up and jab it right on in. Just gotta line it up. Just get that square on the other square and, okay, line up the dots. All you gotta do is auto dock and you're right back in. Now you can take that wonderful fighter hauling machine down to the surface to pick up a new type of cargo that's unshielded and can't be quantum driven. Of course, I had to try it to see what would happen, and wouldn't you know it, it blew up and disappeared. That kinda makes you wonder if all this quantum travel is really safe for humans, doesn't it? There's also a new time-sensitive cargo that you can toss in the back of your space truck and haul SpaceX to its destination before it expires and everyone gets pissed at you. Of course, now that there's a fancy reputation system in the game, it actually matters if people are pissed at you. Luckily, all it takes is some successful missions for the right people and you're back in the good graces getting the love and appreciation you deserve from these judgmental AI denizens. If you aren't particularly good at managing this reputation and get into a bit of a scuffle, you can check out the all-new shield effects. Rather than just having a vaguely ship-shaped bubble protecting you from the lethal vacuum of space, you now have protection contoured to every beautiful, sumptuous curve of your ship. It even gives you visual feedback by changing colors in areas where it's failing, so if you aren't colorblind like me, you can actually see if you're kicking ass or just taking names of asses you won't be kicking. Speaking of kicking, there are now gigantic cave holes you can fly a whole ship into to do some advanced spelunking. These cool planet orifices lead to caves that can contain missions or just be advantageous mining locales for the brand new Greycat Rock DS. Much like the Nintendo DS, it has two of something you really only need one of because this Ursa-sized beast can carry two people even though only one can actually mine. Now the driver gets to be safe and sound kicking back and drinking coffee while his partner has to brave the elements bouncing along in the side seat praying they survive the journey. However, once they do get mining, this bad boy can hold so much more material that it might not be as stupid as it looks. If you weren't already disappointed with more ground vehicles in this game about a futuristic fantasy of space travel, yet another variety of Tumbril Cyclone has been released. The MT variant takes all of the run-and-gun fun of the TR, adds the coiled snake anti-air venom of the AA, and combines it into this awkward-looking jack-of-all-murders on wheels. However, there is one ship that has been around since the beginning that received some changes that show the future of fighter maintenance in Star Citizen. The Gladius now has all sorts of neat little panels that open up so you know exactly where to fix all the shit you'll inevitably break. Of course, with the addition of visible vehicle degradation, your ship might end up so dirty you can't even find these panels. I wouldn't know though, because the PTU crashed so often I never had a ship long enough for it to get dirty. Some other less interesting additions include a cart you can push around so you can look like you're lost at Home Depot. There's also a whole collection of mining subcomponents that probably do things if you're not like me and interested in mining. They've even improved the look of asteroids so they look a little less like space turds. There's also apparently the ability to name ships, but it's only certain ships and I don't have those ships so it officially doesn't matter. Star Citizen Alpha 3.13. Now you can shove a cart in a ship, put a ship in a ship, shove the ship in a cave and watch it all explode because you forgot you had exploding cargo. If you'd like to see what content was in the previous patches for Star Citizen, check out this link for the 3.12 video or the playlist for the whole collection. Oh, and if you want to get in on this insanity, check out the links in the description to sign up and get 5,000 UEC, enough for virtually nothing of value in the game.